talking about incredible Adobe Express. It's the universe for every creator, and today is the best creator ever, the legendary creator, I can say, Claudio Zavala Jr. He's presenting, and I'm going to invite him very soon. But before we dive in, please introduce yourself, from which part of the world you're tuning from, and what is your teaching role. And on this very positive and lovely note, I can't wait to invite incredible Claudio. Welcome.
Hey,
This is my very big day for sure, because you're such a great person, because I met you not only, in a virtual way, but in life, in real life at ISTI. And this is what it's one of my best highlights ever. You're incredible.
well, thank you
Yes.
so much. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
it's
Perfect.
perfect as always. It's very beautiful picture from
Yeah.
your side.
Well,
Sorry.
thank you so much for the introduction. Yeah, and we got to meet in person in Philadelphia at ISTE. That was exciting. I was when I heard you were going to be there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I get to meet you in person. So I was excited to get to meet in real life, or IRL, as they say.
Oh, thank you so much. I was a little bit, like shocked because I've seen everyone. And you are, again, I just want to highlight the fact that two words that are with me in my bio on Instagram, I grabbed and you inspired me to add is two words like YouTuber and creator. And I have never realized before that I can attach these words to my, personal account, and I can introduce myself this way. And you're the first person who inspired me with the template. Like, do you remember this YouTuber with the picture, and these are the words, like how you can the highlights of yours, how to what's the name of that template. I'm going to pin it today in my
Oh,
Instagram.
great!
Yes, and
That's awesome.
that's
I,
very beautiful.
Well, it's always so good to hear from people share the 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 content that they create, and just say, hey, thank you for putting it out there. And it's just what it's all about, is just sharing content. And basically, like today, just talking about, how do you tell your story. So I love helping others tell their story. So in your case, and to help you tell your story. So I'm glad that it was of benefit. So it's always
Of
good to hear that.
course. Of course. And yeah, you're number one for me. And when I think about the word creator, that's Claudia Tavala for sure,
Well,
like
thank
like
you.
number one. And it's not only my opinion, because today we're sharing with Wakefield Resource Collection, and you will find all of these, website links and social links to incredible accounts of Claudia. Again, you will be inspired by Instagram, and I'm inspired, and you keep inspiring me every day. Beautiful visual, and the content you share about Adobe Express a lot, and the way that you do it is the best. Again,
Well,
I will add more today for sure, but I just want to pass the mic to you. But before we dive in, I want to say hi everyone who joined us. The chat is crowded, and thank you so much for joining. I'm going to highlight your comments very soon, but Tanya,
that's
thank you for
Tanya
joining my EdTech Live. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone. And oh my gosh, Kiki is here, and Sean, hi Sean,
from
um,
Greece.
Elizabeth.
Nice.
Yes, Kiki is incredible. She like collaborating with your students globally, and she's a part of many international projects for
Awesome. I
sure.
see. I see Croatia's in the house too. That's Florida.
Oh my God.
Oh, so
So let
cool.
me in. Yeah. Just want to say hi. Yes, thank you so much for joining. Like, this is the best beginning ever. But and this on this again, lovely positive note, Claudia, I want to ask you a very common question here that I love asking speakers from your own personal perspective. What is inclusive education, and what does it mean to you?
Uh, so I mean, what my definition may not be like a textbook definition. So when I hear the phrase inclusive education, is really about, uh, if I think of a classroom, and I think of, let's say, if I had a classroom of students, whether adults or K through 12 students, is giving everybody an opportunity to share their thoughts, their ideas, and uh, being respectful of each other's, of those ideas and thoughts and stories that they share. So really providing an opportunity for all students to share stories. Uh, you know, whatever backgrounds you come from. I started off as a English language learner here in the United States. My parents were from Mexico, so Spanish was my first language, and so
Yay.
it was
Love Spanish.
going to school. It was learning English as well as the content at the time. So so if I were thinking of myself, a student, as if I had a student like myself, is providing an opportunity for a student like me to be able to share my voice and story. And so it just providing those opportunities for all students, including all students, in allowing everyone to share their story. And so in my case, I love
Wow.
storytelling and art. As a kid, I loved art. I still do. I don't draw as much as I used to, but I do it in a different format now. I do it through video and photography, but those are all the things that I enjoy doing, and creating has always been a passion of mine. So I guess that's a long answer to what is
Yes.
of education, or
Just
my answer.
like super inspiring to me. And as always, any content that you share, I would say, wow, it's super professional. It's it's so beautiful to me. I'm not an expert with the words, but what you share, it's incredible.
Thank you. Yeah,
And you're
it's
sharing all professional things like on Adobe in a very easy way. So that's a huge thank you from my side and from many educators across the globe and creators again. That's good.
it's always so nice to hear. And I was actually in South Texas earlier this, or I should say earlier yesterday, doing some training on Adobe Express, and then I was in Dallas earlier in the week. And um, it's just, I love sharing with others, again, how to tell the stories. And obviously Adobe Express is an easy tool. And we'll dive in a little bit later about with it. I'll do a couple of things, but it's just an easy tool to use. And I mean, you can be creative with any tool, of course. I'm just happen to be using Adobe, which I've been using for many years before even I joined Adobe. So it's just a passion of mine. And again, it, and it's not something that, like, oh, I want to hear,
Mhm.
but it's nice to hear when people say, like, you made it easy to understand. um and I think it's just, I've been able to do that, and I was just, you know what, I'm just gonna roll with it. And I just found a nice way to
The
share
best
content,
word.
and it works, and people enjoy it. And if it helps others, it's like, again, it's I'm just so happy to do it.
But this template, it's so much more than just you create it and you just said, yeah, you can add the text and there is a picture, but this is self-reflection. And like Stephen Covey, he made this, the circles you roll. So that time when you share this, I started to create this. I started to realize my personal like roles, what I am actually a part of teaching. And
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I've got YouTube channel. Can I call myself YouTuber? May I?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, why
absolutely.
not? Okay, creator, yeah, sure. If
Yeah,
you create any
absolutely.
post, like
Yeah.
you spark this, it's even deeper. It was such a great thinking from my side. And then the other teachers said, can you create this one for me? I said, here's the link. Oh my god, this is so amazing. I've had so like a great amount of this feedbacks, please tell me and give me the link, or can you create this? Okay.
Awesome. That's so. I'm glad that that you have ventured into the YouTube space. And I'll say this really quick. I don't want to veer us off. If we need to stay on track, just tell me. Um, at one point, like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna, like, how this YouTube thing was gonna go. And I started back in 2007. No, wait, yeah, I'm losing track of years. 2017. I went too far back. 2017. But I started, like, just little by little, and it wasn't really committed. But then after a while, actually, I had somebody share with me. I'm gonna give a shout out to Jamie Donnelly. She's also a fellow Texan, and she just said, Claudia, you need to share your content, your content you create. And it's, it's
Yes.
like, oh, well, thank you for the encouragement. And so, there's so many YouTubers out there. There's so many people that share. Adobe stuff, and I thought, well, what am I going to, there are others that are doing it better than I am, and whatever. So you start to feel a little imposter syndrome, and then I was like, you know what?
Yes.
There's so many people out there, but there's only one Claudio Zavala Jr. So I was like, okay, then I can share it a certain way, same way as you, Anna. There's only one you, um, and like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers, but there's only one Anna that's going to have this your platform this way, that what you're doing. So anybody that's listening out there, you're wondering, should I dive in? Or even if you're not YouTube, but just like you want to present, you want to be in, share something that, I just say go for it, do it. uh you just get better and better as you keep doing it,
Yes.
and
True.
you'll build the confidence. And I would just say, don't let anybody discourage you, and don't be,
Yes.
you know
Yes.
that imposter syndrome will come. You'll feel it, but it's like you just have to, um you someone used to say you have to kind of encourage yourself. There was a pastor of mine who say you have to
Yes.
preach to yourself. You almost have to tell yourself that. So because a lot of times no one's going to be there to tell you at the beginning when you're going. So encourage yourself, be your own cheerleader to start with, because it's going to be you to start with, and just do it. Step forward. Okay, we'll get back on track now.
We can do it as many times as this button is clicking and working. You just brought this idea that I went through actually, because people think, oh, you YouTube, what do you do? You do not do nothing. Well, nada, nada, nada. Okay, but try to create a video. And when I watch your videos, this incredible quality again, super professional, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's like, oh, it's so much time or so much energy, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my gosh, more and more.
and also what you're seeing now, if you go back to some of my older YouTube videos, like I go back and look at my first YouTube videos, and you know I laugh at myself, just because, like, oh my god, what was I doing, like, just because I've grown over the years, and I've, and not so much what was I doing as far as like the setting, but like how I was doing my talking, um and I just thought, I'm going to be myself more in these videos. And over time, the lighting, everything happens. But I would say focus on the story first. Don't get too worried about, like, oh, I don't have the light, I don't have this, I don't have that. It just, you go little by little, step by step, and you'll just grow. And before you know it, you're gonna be like, you can look back, and then you'll be able to see your growth, as with anything else that you're doing. You'll be able to see your growth, and you'll be like, oh wow, I've come a long way. So don't
Yeah,
give up.
I'm signing in by my tech EdTech Live. Legendary. That's the word for you, Claudia. It's the
Hey,
word for you. Whenever I was, making this post,
thank you.
like announcement, in a very personal way. So this is the word for you, and nothing else except the legend. You're a legend. Thank you
Oh
so much
wow,
for everything you do. It's just the very beginning of the webinar, but I'm like, what is
thank you.
what is coming? The same thing, same
Much
thing. But
appreciate. It's appreciated.
that's so true, and thank you so much again. Today is my big day because I learned, and I keep learning from you every day. Thank you. I can't wait. I just passing the mic to you, and but I made this very quick and messy introduction of yourself. But can if you want to introduce yourself, like in any other words, add more,
Sure.
please do that. Any personal facts from your life, just
Well, yeah. I mean, if for those that don't know me, Claudio Zavala Jr. If you want to say it in the Spanish way, Claudio Zavala Jr. The
beautiful.
junior is the junior. Junior is like, there's no, you don't say it. It's just junior, because that's
Yeah.
a U.S. Thing. But my father's name is Claudio as well. So I'm the firstborn of my family. I was the first to graduate high school in my family, and
Wow.
then first to graduate college. So first generation in the U.S. Both parents were born in Mexico. Yeah, 25 years in education, K through 12 in
Wow.
California and in Texas, and I've taught third, fourth, and fifth grade, and I taught students that were like myself when I was a kiddo. So there it's it we can relate definitely, and had a lot of fun. I loved teaching. I actually went to school. I studied my undergrad was Spanish, and it was physical education was my minor. So my goal was to teach Spanish in high school and coach baseball. And
Wow.
I went through a certification program, and then they placed us in different uh, just to go through certification. They put me at an elementary school, and I had wanted to be high school. And I said, well, hey, this is only 2 years, we'll do this. Well, after the time was up, I had the choice to either stay or go to a higher grade. And I was like, you know what, I really enjoyed this fourth, fifth grade. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and the students had a blast. I even to this day, I have a couple of students that have I've connected again. They reached out to me like, "Here, Mrs. Zavala, you remember me? I was in your class." And I'm like, oh my gosh. First of all, I feel old, but second of all, to see their success, and they have their own family, and um, it's such a pleasure to know the impact I've been able to have. And it's a I don't know how many hundreds of students over the years. I probably lost count, but I did that. And then I enjoyed just I started doing like some tech coaching at in as I was a teacher in California. And then I just started enjoying that aspect of integrating tech in the classroom. So I like bought my own overhead projector. I I would buy my own stuff just because we didn't have the budget. The schools didn't have the
Yeah.
budget. What are you going to use that for? And I just I started using PowerPoint at the time to use it in the classroom. Kids were like, "Whoa, this is so cool, teacher!" This is like
Yeah.
1998 or so, 99, around there, and like, "Oh, this is neat." And just I had the students make them and had them present, and I would bring in cameras. We would do videos, and um, I created a blog, and then I used the blog. Remember Blogger? That was like
Yes.
uh
Oh my God.
yeah, like I created this is probably a no-no today, but I created a blog account, and I just had all the students, they all used that account, and
Wow.
we'd have rotations, and they would go and blog it like about that was like a station. After we would read a book, there would be some questions, they would give reflections. I guess it was the first iterations of like journaling online, but like in or some sort of LMS at the time. Not to say that I developed LMS, but just try because there was nothing then. It was just basically use whatever you had. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And I got to the opportunity to become like a technology coach, trainer, and coordinator. And um, but all the time, I've always used like Adobe tools, like Photoshop is probably one of the first ones I use. I think a lot of people have. And then with video production, I started getting to that, and I just started enjoying and teaching myself a lot of that. And then I started the YouTube channel then. And I would watch things to learn myself, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to show people how to do it, like one step
Yes.
at a time, or little by little. And so that's where I am today. And then I've now been with Adobe officially for I let me see, what's the date today? Like 18 or 19 months now with Adobe in official capacity. And then I get to work with teachers and get to still teach students. And I get to focus on just like an Adobe, just like one tool like Adobe Express. Just a lot of fun to just talk about creativity and how you can help others tell stories. So I enjoy it. It's fun, and I'm having a blast doing what I'm doing. So I do enjoy. Now I know that I don't want like make anyone feel bad or anything, but like Sunday nights, I'm like, man, I get to go do something tomorrow. That's kind of cool. I get to have, um, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Everything has there's challenges. There's always challenges in everything that you do. I
Yes.
don't think everybody, um, it's like everything's, you know, um, it's like, oh, there's always challenges in everything that you do, but in spite of those, it's like gosh, I'm having a blast. And then when I get to do stuff like this and talk to wonderful people like you, Anna, this just like
Thank
the
you.
best. So
We just we're so lucky that you're on YouTube, that you are sharing, that you're part of Adobe team, because there, when I hear the word Adobe, I'm thinking about the first word as creativity for sure. So, and we're so happy. Yeah, that's true. And I'm just joining Tanya, amazing Tanya Gonzalez. So, Claudio,
Tanya.
you have, yeah. So, you have no idea how much you inspire us to create and share our stories. And this is so important. I'm just so such a shy person, and you just sparked me to claim my two, roles in life because of you, Claudio.
Oh, thank you.
This is
Well, that's
so
awesome.
honest. That's true.
Well, that's awesome, and I'll give a shout out to Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Thank you so much for all that you do, and the support. It's much appreciated.
Yay.
Here we go. Woo, woo, there we go.
Oh, you're amazing, and such a great person, as I said. And if you're like ready to dive in, I'm just
Yeah,
as you
let's
say.
roll. I just for sake, I just that way I make sure we're on good time. What do we have as far as time? I just want to make sure where do we need to cut off. So I want to make sure that we don't go over time.
It's time is yours. Just let me know whenever you.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Like there's
Uh,
no limit.
okay, so let's go ahead. Let me go share my. Let me just get everything ready here, so that way when I share it everything looks good and everything's nice because I still want to be able to see like. Okay, here we go.
And Tanya, you're incredible creator as well. When I see your posts, the latest ones of Wakelet and Team Chaos, so
Okay, here we
always super creative.
so let's see here. Share.
Yay, it's here.
Did it work? Oh
Yes.
yeah, yay,
Yay.
it worked. There it is. There it is. Awesome. Okay, so gonna dive in. What you're seeing is what we're the latest and greatest Adobe Express. This is the if you have not had a chance to play, now I'm looking down on the screen over here because that's from my screen. So if I don't look straight at the camera, it's not that I'm being rude or purposely. It's just like I want to be able to see where everyone's at. So what you're looking at, like I said, we say the latest and greatest Adobe Express. So this is the beta, Adobe Express beta. If you haven't had a chance to try it out, it is the beta is out. There is a public beta that you can sign up for at new.express.adobe.com. And so one of the I don't even remember what we were gonna do, Anna. So I'm just gonna go off here. It's if someone's in the chat and they say something here, why don't we do that?
Any
Chat
questions? Yeah, just
questions in
drop
the
them in the
chat.
Q&A box.
Drop
Like
in the
here.
chat. And but while we're doing that in the chat, while I wait, I will dive in, I will show this feature here, which is this is really neat. It's the text to image. It's the generative AI in Adobe Express, which is available in the beta version right now. In the public beta, uh, education not yet, but in the public beta, here it is. And so the neat thing is, so you put in a description, and it generates the picture based on what you enter. So I'm going to go like kind of a silly thing here. I'm going to, let's see here. Let's go a bear. Let's see. Grizzly bear.
Wow. Claudia, is it like the very first like public page when you get to
Yeah.
Adobe?
So,
Oh my
yeah.
God,
So
so
what,
easy. I love
so
it.
when this is the public, so again, this is public beta. So right, if you scroll down right here, you'll see text to image. You could
Yeah.
also up here on the top, it'll say generative AI, and it'll just show you the generative AI feature. So okay, here I have grizzly bear eating pizza,
Yes.
wearing wearing a hoodie uh in the forest. Let's see what comes up. I'll hit generate and we'll see what comes up for the picture here. Let's see. So then it's going to generate a picture. So there it is.
Oh my
The
God.
okay. Now I'm gonna get a little more specific here. I'm gonna say wearing a black hoodie,
Oh,
uh wearing
I was
sunglasses,
just thinking of sunglasses, really, just from the
sunglasses,
top of my mind.
yeah, and a black hoodie in the forest. Now, if I'll click on generate again, And let's see, we're gonna have, so wait a little bit for that to generate.
Just a
There we
text.
go. And you know what? I say pizza, so I'm gonna say pepperoni. Pep. No, I'm gonna leave it as pizza because right now I'm forgetting how to spell pepperoni. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now if you look right here where it says content type. So right now there's no specific type, but let's say if I go art, so it's going to generate it in an art style. Um, so there's a kind of artistic style. And if I choose photo real, like a photo style, so it'll actually look like it's a photo of a bear. So that's, yeah, so it's more of photo, so it's kind of more realistic looking there. And then you can get really creative with the oh, look at that one right there.
Wow. Oh my God.
You can imagine walking up to the bear. Look at this one. This is hilarious right there.
I
Yeah.
love this part. You can get creative as much as far as it could be.
And this is so funny. And so now the cool thing about this here, so you can just now, because I'm inside what we call the all-in-one editor in Adobe Express, is you can take this project now. It's yours now. So I'm gonna go ahead and name this bear in forest, and then and now I can start adding things like I can create it. Let's see, maybe I'll do resize. I don't know if it'll regenerate with this full size.
Mhm.
Actually, I'll just go ahead and go to text, add a text, and I'm just gonna
Claudia, can I highlight a few comments from Kiki? She
yeah,
said, amazing. I totally agree. And I can't believe it. That's true. I want to highlight that the quality on Adobe, it's always the best. Like,
yeah, it's
check this out.
it's pretty amazing. So, and it's here, Mr. Bear. So that, and then let's see here. We're gonna Mr. Bear. And then one of the neat things about here, so I'm going to make this a dynamic text, and we're going to add a shadow to it. So now we can see that the bear, so it's easier to see. And now we're going to do this with the text of the bear, going to animate that text. So we're going to add animation. So let's see here. We're going to have it fade in. And then, so here's a cool thing. What happened was once I add an animation, this static image now becomes a video project because now
Wow.
we've added text, animated text. So then I
Mhm.
go to like, so there, Mr. Bear, it's got a breathing, maybe do blinking or jitter, a wiggle. Maybe I'll do wiggle, and then we're going to have it fade. We're going to have it, let's see, pop out. So now if I hit play right here, fades in, and then there you go. So there, I
Wow.
just created a simple animated graphic, little video graphic, and so I can download it and share it. So that is the first little demo there of generative AI. So I'm going to go ahead and click the home. Okay, so while I was doing this, did anybody
Yes, there is a question, Claudia, from Elizabeth. And can you insert your image to the bear and added that image?
So let me, if I understand the question, I was to make sure I understand the question here. So let me go back. So if I put my own picture in here, as far as AI, so let me go media. Let's go upload from my device. So I'm gonna go find my photo. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun with this one right here. There's a picture of me right there. Uh, and so what I'm going to do with my picture is remove the background of my picture. And there we go. So I'm like right there pointing to the bear. Uh, so you can do things like that there, Elizabeth. So I'm not sure if that's what you were referring to, but hopefully close. Oh, awesome. Excellent. Yeah. And then, like I was talking about earlier, I'm going to try this out. I'm not sure if it'll work because I haven't actually tested
Yeah, that's
this out.
perfect.
So I'm going to change the size of this project. I'm going to resize it to 1920 by 1080. So yeah, so see how the generative eye So if I come back here, uh, let's see if I just let's hit this again here. Yeah, so see how the size. So if I do this, it's going to be bigger.
Wow.
Let's see here. That's a
Ah,
looks a little funny there.
fantastic.
So okay, just because I started with the square size, but let's go ahead and click undo and let's bring this back all the way to the start. There we go. So that is a little generative eye demo. So one of the
Wow.
other things that I love about the tool is the video piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use here. I'm gonna go to video right here. So we've got video, and then let's go. I'm gonna go with a video size. I'm gonna start from scratch.
I love this.
And this is basically a blank canvas. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this layering, and I'm going to we're going to use text. I'm going to use the generative AI again, but this we're going to create a background. So let's go post. I'm going to go like a post apocalyptic apocalyptic city with red sky. Let's see. And I need to check my spelling here. Thank goodness for I think I got it right. So you're watching like my terrible spelling right now.
I'm the same. No worries about that.
I was
So I'm
like,
using Grammarly. Yee.
let's see.
So it helps me.
Okay, I think I spelled it right. So all right, so now I'm gonna hit generate. So I was like, am I spelling that right? Okay, so post-apocalyptic city with red sky. So let's see what we come up with.
There's a message from Tanya. Add some neon colors.
Neon colors, yeah. Okay, well, so this is like so you
Wow.
if you think about the possibilities of storytelling here,
Insanely
like
easy.
yeah,
Like,
so think of the character, think of like your students creating. So again, right now this is not in the edu version. I see we say yet, it's not there yet, but for those of you who want to try it out yourself, I mean, this is like incredible. Look at that, the style of this graphic. And so if so, Tanya said click on neon, so I'm going to go ahead and go neon and let's see how it changes. But if with that neon selection, let's see, we're going to wait for this to spin a bit, and
yeah, while
then
it's, oh, sorry.
while it's spinning, I'm going to send so a little bit of we saw a little slight adjustment there of in the that project. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going to look for a video of myself here. And let's see here. I'm gonna. This is a video that I took of myself about a week and a half ago. Hey, we're just gonna. It's not going to make sense in this settings, but I'm just gonna demo this. The other option is I can try is come over here to video and let's see. Type in soldier out of curiosity. Let's see. And trying to find one like not one with the weapon. So I guess all the soldiers right now are gonna have a weapon. So I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try this then. We're gonna have some fun with this.
And there is a question from Elizabeth Claudia. Can you add another section or slide to make an entire storybook?
Yeah. So what
Yes.
here? I'm gonna actually do this first before I do my picture. So right here, if you see, it says page 1 of 1. And if I come up here to this spot, I click this view all pages. So this is page 1. I can duplicate the page so I have multiple pages of the project, or I'm going to come back here, is I can just duplicate the scene. So I can continue the scene. So if I hit play right now, nothing's really happening in the scene. Uh, so let's see. Let's try this. Person walking. See if we can See what comes up in videos in here. Let's see. What I'm trying to do is find someone walking. Okay, let's
Yeah,
use
yeah,
this one.
we can.
Okay,
This one.
so I've got this person walking. Let's make this larger. This person has no idea that they're going to be in a post-apocalyptic world right now. And so here's the cool thing about the video thing is we click the video and then right here, this is something that was updated with like within the last 2 weeks. And so
Wow.
it's gonna remove the background. Oh, okay, so it doesn't have a well-defined subject. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find a well-defined subject here. It's probably too far to see. So I'm trying to find someone walking across. We're gonna give it one more shot. Let's see if we can find a well-defined person walking. Let's see. Maybe if I don't know if this one will work. We'll try it, and then if not, I'm just gonna drop in my picture. So let's give it a. Oh, here. Maybe I'll help it out by cropping this. I'm gonna crop it. So hopefully it'll just see that right there,
Yeah.
and we'll give it a shot. Let's see. So far, it looks like we may be in luck here. I probably could have done that with the other video too. Is crop it. So we'll see how it goes. And this
Wow.
part, it's basically right now it's AI that's analyzing that video. Yeah, look at that.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this right there. Okay, so now let's see.
In his
There we
flip
go.
flops. He doesn't know. Yes,
He
as Tanya
doesn't.
said, poor guy.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's in a post-apocalyptic world there. So, and now, obviously, I just pulled something from inside the stock videos, but so I'm gonna have a little fun here on this next scene. And let's go ahead and I have a video of myself. There it is. Let's see. So I'm dragging a video of myself. So that's me right there. And let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go upload from device, and let's go to my desktop. Okay.
Stock videos are amazing. Agree
Oh
with
yeah, they're
Tanya.
they're
Yes.
super. Uh, they're incredible because like you don't have to like if you're doing a report on sharks, you can just find a shark video and not have to actually go to the ocean and watch out for sharks. So here's a video that I shot on my phone. I'll hit play so you can see. This is just me goofing around. And so I just have to wait a little bit for the video to process, but right now this is grayed out. So you'll be able to remove it here. So I just got to wait a little bit for that to process. But yeah, so let's give that a bit of time as while that's happening. I'll see if there's anything that um any questions. Can
And there
you
is a
add?
comment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, from Kiki. So creative. That's you can grab so much inspiration from
Yeah,
Claudio.
yeah.
Just
Okay, there it is.
I'm
Let's
sharing
see.
with the collection, just announcing in case if you're watching us live on LinkedIn, Facebook, tune into YouTube Live. There are links they attached in the post. Just hop in and grab your resource collection.
So here we go. There it is. Look at that. So I hit play.
Wow.
So we go from this is the scene with the guy, and then on me. Watch out for the post-apocalyptic world, everybody. Oops, I selected two things. Here's me in the corner, telling everybody, watch out. You know, here,
Wow.
let's have a little fun with this. We're gonna go to media, and then I'm actually going to change the size of this slide. We're gonna go with a square, resize it, and so I'll just adjust the picture, and then I'll resize my video. Okay, and then let's have a
Wow.
little fun here. Let's see if this will work. We're gonna go to video. Uh, let's type in bird. So we can find a bird flying. A bird flying.
I think it's just the right moment to mention that don't forget to grab your highlights, wows, and hows from this session and post them on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Don't forget to tag Claudia, and you can see in this running line here's handle and me as well, and use the hashtag teachers like they do. Don't forget to tag Adobe Express, Adobe in Education. So it's going to be amazing to see your learning from today, your highlights for sure, because I had mine already, like so creative. I'm totally joining Kiki.
So let's see
Okay.
here. All right. Oh yes, look at. Okay,
It's
so let's see.
perfect.
Let's see if I hit
Perfect.
play. Look at the birds flying. So I'm pointing to the bird in the scene here. Let's see. Let's hit that again. Oh wait, let's go ahead. This makes me think of that movie with the Pulp Fiction movie with John Travolta walking.
Yes.
That's what it makes me think. That would be a funny one to get. There it is. There's the bird flying.
Wow.
There we go. So just like totally just having a little bit of fun. But if you think of the possibilities of storytelling, if you being able to share your own story. Now I just pulled AI in there to create the background, but you could definitely use like your own pictures. I always encourage everyone to, if you have your own pictures, it's always I just it's always authentic. Obviously, when you can use your own pictures, pictures of your classroom, pictures of your vicinity, of where you're at. Like, if you take trips and you take photos, definitely use your pictures in your projects. And then whenever you don't have a picture that you can use, then obviously go to use the stock images. It's just one of those things that I like love about storytelling. It's like definitely try to use your own. But then obviously, of course, I haven't gone deep sea fishing and seeing sharks, so I'll find a picture of a shark. If I'm ever using a story about sharks, but definitely encourage you to use your own. Okay, so let's. We've done the video piece as far as telling your own story. So one of the other great things within it was as far as telling your story is the hard part is getting started with a project, and you may have a hard like I don't know where to begin.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know where to start. I have an idea, but I don't know how to design something. I have like my videos, I have my photos, and I have words, but I just don't know where to begin. So one thing I encourage you to try out when you're in here is up here at the top. There's a search option here and search templates. And if you have any, like a category. So let's say, for example, like for if you're getting ready to start school pretty soon, so you can type in, for example, classroom, and there's all these different types of templates that you can use that are related to, or actually, if I say classroom, maybe I'll just put education. Let's put education. So all these different ones that you can use,
Wow.
and basically all you have to do is swap out the text. Well, let's see if we can see storytelling. Let's find out. See if there's any storytelling type of templates. We got a few, but again, just because it doesn't say storytelling doesn't mean you can't use it. So I'm gonna go back to classroom. So what you're looking at is all types of templates, so in all different types of sizes. So if you want to narrow it down, let's say I want a video template. These are video templates. So let's see, like this one right here. If you hover, you can see the templates how they look like. And say, for example, you want to create something to get to welcome your classroom. So here, look at this one. This says welcome to my channel, but you could always say like welcome to my classroom.
Yes.
This one says all about Sunflower Middle School. Like normally when you hover, oops, I didn't want to select it. Let me go back. Classroom.
Claudio, there's a very sweet comment.
There we go.
Yeah, just I want to highlight from Mrs. Limansky. So when I'm stuck, I usually begin with one of Claudia's templates.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, same.
And so let's see, my first week at Applewood, you so look at that. So all those things, a great way. So I'm gonna go with this one right here. So I'll click that one. And so everything here is editable. So like my first week at Maplewood University, you could just like my first week at ABC Elementary, so ABC Elementary. or it can even be like, hey, welcome back everybody, welcome to back to school. So then all you do is there all everything in here is going to be layered up. So over here on the right you'll see all the objects. This right here is the video itself. So I'm gonna have some more fun with my picture here or my video. There's my picture, so I've got to fix that here. Fill, let's see, we're going to crop this. We're going to make an adjustment so that my video fits in there. Here's my video. I'm just resizing it so it'll fit in here. And almost there, almost there.
So creative. Like,
Here we
what
go.
to do with your picture? Here you go.
Yeah. So
Wow.
now if I hit play, okay, everything is already done. I just have to swap out the pictures and things like that. And so on this one, you'll have different video files. So then all you have to do is swap them out. So it's just a matter of all you have to have is the content
Mhm.
and swap it out. So these are great for like back to school type of videos, getting started, welcoming your students. If I hit up here, I'm going to type in classroom. So you're going to see everything like templates, photos, videos, background. So everything within a classroom. Look at, there's 10,000 plus results for classroom. So, which is a lot. There's a lot of photos, but then like, okay, I just want to look at templates. So now here we are again. We're just looking at all the templates. So create like teacher appreciation week. Just because it says teacher appreciation week doesn't mean you can't use it any other time. You could just change it and say like student of the week, or you can like do a weekly announcement. So many different ones you can choose from. This is so cute. You look at that one.
Oh,
You're an amazing, you can, you can change this out, change the text, uh, you know, the things you use in the classroom. Look at this, like an infographic.
can
Um,
I? I
oh,
want to
so
say
many things.
something,
Yeah, go ahead.
tricky maybe, but I think that on Adobe everything is so concentrated and looks more professional than on Canva. I'm sorry, I know that there are lots of Canva lovers, but to me, when I when I go to Adobe, wow, it looks more professional. It looks more, like, that's my personal opinion. Maybe someone is disagree,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm super experienced with Canva, so I can say.
yeah.
And Claudia, there is a question from Kiki. So, do we need the Pro plan to have all of these features that you have highlighted, I guess, for
So
like
the
today?
so I know I'm not sure how it is so in the US K-12 you have access to Express for free as part of the education program. So your district just has to have it set up. Now if you're not, if you're, I don't know how non-US, I'm not sure like how it's K-12, or I don't have the specifics like in other countries as far as like the access, but
Mhm.
anyone can access, like with the personal Gmail account, you can get it for free. Some things, like for example, if you see like this has a little crown right there, um, the crown means premium. So if you don't have like a personal account, the premium, that basically you wouldn't have access to this one. But look at all the other ones that are not premium. I mean, there's thousands more that are.
Thousands, yeah.
So like right here, if you see right here, there's premium content, and see how the premium has a little star, but then there's free. There's tons of free stuff too that does not have premium. So if you sign up with a personal account, you'll have like the 30 days full access, and after 30 days some content won't be available, but you can still create anything from scratch, because you're basically, it's up to you, and then you have all these templates that you can use. So just reach out to, if you're in the States, you can reach out to your school district, and then also feel free to reach out to me, and then I can get you connected with the people in your area to help you get Adobe Express in your district.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so um, well, yeah.
Claudia, can
I,
I? Sorry,
yeah.
so sorry for
Go
interrupting
ahead.
again. I
No, go
just
ahead.
want to give a shout out to Adobe Express because this platform, like your platform, since you're part of a team, it's super inclusive, and you support inclusivity in all the countries. And I can say, because Canva is restricted here, so Adobe Express is like all about inclusive education to me. So thank you so much, like for everything that
Awesome.
you do. so precious.
Awesome.
Yes,
That's awesome.
thank you.
So yeah, I think I think I've uh ex- I'm exhausted my creativity ideas right now. I'm gonna go ahead and what I guess I'll stop sharing here. If I can figure out how to stop sharing. Hold
I
on.
can do that for you. Don't, no
Oh, okay.
worries. Like, yes.
There you
Um,
go.
so, and there's a comment from Mrs. Lemansky. So just rolled out the do for our district after he came back from his team. So excited.
Yay.
Yay.
Awesome. It's Rachel, right? Yes. Rachel, you got it set up. That's all. If I didn't, if you didn't want me to say your name, I'm sorry. So apologies, but I think we were chatting. I do remember we were chatting about that. So I'm glad you got it set up. So that's exciting. Just opens up so many doors for the students and teachers, because you're gonna forget we got it's for students, but the teachers have access to it too. So that's like, you know, it's amazing.
I've just shared the Wicked resource collection, so you can dive in, you can grab resources, you can give a follow to incredible, legendary creator, YouTuber, photographer, musician. Claudia, you've got so many titles, and you're
Yeah.
brilliant in all the roles that you have. It's like,
Well,
yes,
thank you. Well,
for sure.
prettiest icon on the cover. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, thank you, and it is, yeah. I do wear a lot. I do wear lots of hats, and I'm like, I don't know if I can take on another hobby, uh, um, but sometimes I'll try, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've got, I think since I was a kid, I've just enjoyed making things, creating things. So, in the garage, we're making building things, and so I think it's just in something that I've enjoyed. My dad was a musician, so that's where I got my
Wow.
musicianship from it, and so I've been playing drums for 30 something years, and I do play in a band. So if anyone's in the Dallas area, we have a show coming up in August 11th. So if you want to know, let me know, and I'll let you know where we're playing. But yeah, so it keeps me pretty busy. But yeah, love. eh, It's like a conglomeration. So everything, like with my music, with photography, with video, it's like everything's all about creating. So I just enjoy it, and so it's a ton of fun.
Oh,
Love doing it.
I would love to know the name of your band. So since
So it's the name of the band is Ben C. Jones. So you could actually find on Instagram Ben C. Jones. So he's it's actually my a friend of mine. It's named after him. So but yeah, he's the lead. So I'm the the drummer in the band. So yeah, if you look it up on Instagram, Ben C. Jones, and if you find it on YouTube, we've got a couple of songs out there. We've got a couple of live performances on there, so you can check out.
so you've
So
got the whole channel, right? So we can follow the channel of your band.
yeah, I think he's got a channel
That's what I
there.
want to ask you. Yeah,
Yeah,
on YouTube.
in fact, and I think while I'm talking, I'm gonna see if I can find a little clip, and then I'll drop it into the. Oh, excuse me.
I'm highlighting. Oh no, no, not this. Yeah, we're here. It's your
Let's see.
YouTube channel. Beautiful YouTube channel.
Okay,
The link is in the resource collection as well. The links are everywhere we're going live, but
let's
you
see.
can tune in on YouTube.
Let me see if I can find it. But while we're searching to see Ben C. Jones, and I'll drop it in this. It'll be the actual performance that we had, and you can see me uh in action if you want to see if you want to watch a little show, a little performance. There's a music. It's a music video. Well, it's a live performance. Uh, I'll drop it into the chat. Can I drop it into the
In the
chat or?
private one, so I can,
Oh yeah, I'll do
redirect
that.
it
Here
to
you
the
go.
main one.
I'm gonna drop it off to you. Oh, I don't know if I can. Oh, it's not letting me.
Only to private one. Yeah, it's like
No, I'm trying to copy from one screen to another. Here, give me while we're chatting. I'm multitasking. So here, give me a second. Where I'm gonna get it from one computer to another one here. And so using the power of the cloud. And so I'll get this to you. Right, it should be coming up here any second now.
totally
And then
joining
and
to
then
Tanya's comment. This one.
what did she say? I didn't hear.
Talented
Oh,
in
so here we
everything
go.
that you do. That's true.
Here
That's
we
true.
go. Copy
So the
link. All right,
private.
here you go. Here you go. And I'm going to drop it into you. So if
Okay.
anybody want
Yeah, I see it.
anybody wants to watch that on your pleasure,
Do. I do.
you can see you can watch me play there. So if you're interested, but yeah, hey, this has been a ton of fun. I've enjoyed it, and anytime I can share with others, it's a pleasure. It's a ton of fun.
I'm so super honored that you're sharing today, and in the best way that you always do. Thank you so much and keep inspiring us because you have already inspired me so much. You know, I shared the stories today. And thanks everyone who joined us. It was incredible. I can't wait to have you more actually in the future. So if you would love
Yeah.
to highlight anything else and the animated video or anything. So I like this comment from Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I do these things as well. So I know some Spanish words also. So I love
Awesome.
Spanish language. See. Muchísimas gracias, Claudio.
De nada. Fue un placer.
Oh, so beautiful. But my last question for you, can I ask you the question?
Yeah.
Would you suggest every school, every classroom to have a blog? Or since you were sharing about blogging, would you suggest a teacher to start leading the blog with students?
Oh, I mean, if whether it's video or written, depending what format you like,
Like,
which is your strength. If you want to vlog or blog, I mean,
yeah,
I would not discourage anyone from doing it. I think everyone has stories to share, and blogging is a nice way. Vlogging is another nice way. So you do the video format or written format. I'm more of the video format because writing is
yes, me too.
it's just not my strength, and so but I would definitely encourage students to share their stories. Yeah, I mean, obviously, don't everyone has to do it. I mean, your students. Some of them may be like, I'm not like me. I'm not a writer. I'm more of I share stories through video or through art, any type of way that you can share it. So yeah, if you can get into, if blogging works for you, definitely do it. If not, do a vlog. But yeah, I would definitely try it out.
I was invited like as a guest to be or to judge a contest. There were students from India and they created their websites like landing pages on Adobe. And it was 2 years ago. It was two
Yeah.
years ago. And I was
Wow.
thinking, oh my God, students can do that. They can.
Oh no.
It was
Definitely.
awesome. Like 2 years ago. Um, Thank you so much. Thanks everyone again who joined us. Claudia, you're incredible. Please don't leave the room so we
Yeah.
get me
Yes.
another selfie. And again, it was amazing. I'm so humbled that you are here today. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Stay tuned and don't forget to grab your highlights and post them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to tag Claudia. We want to see what are your highlights are from today. I'm so inspired right now. I want to create something like what you
Awesome.
do to me, like and to everyone, to us, like teachers and creators, YouTubers. Thank you so much, Claudia, from the bottom of my heart. Mil gracias. And thanks everyone again. You're incredible. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks everyone. And see you in next videos. Stay
Bye
tuned.
everyone. Bye
Bye.
everyone.